Hi, I'm Alex, and today we're going to talk about if anyone can be an influencer. I want to start with a little story. So I'm Volvo, and I have a campaign. This campaign is called #driving30, and its point is to drive with a dirty car to save water. And as a part of it, they want to launch a new product called Conscious Clean, which enables you to clean your car without wasting any water. Sounds like a great message to promote in Instagram and use influencers. So how would I choose an influencer? Who should it be? Definitely, it would need to be somebody that's maybe a family blogger because it aligns with my views because I'm Volvo. So a family car, a family blogger. And also they would need to be environmentally conscious and perhaps a big following so we can really get the message out there. Okay, sounds good. Let's try to find somebody. What about this person, Griselle Lim? So she's a family blogger. That's check. She's also seems to be environmentally conscious. Check. Also has quite a big following, 1.1 million. Also pretty good. Check. So let's do it. And done. So looks like a nice Sunday out with the family. Great post. Let's see what she wrote. So she's saying that now that their parents they're trying to make more green and clean eco-friendly decisions. That she's happy that Volvo did this campaign and would like people to continue driving dirty, to continue saving water, and that also she's happy that this new product was launched that enables people to wash their cars without using water. Then she also says that she doesn't really wash her car much, and whenever she does, she cringes at all the water being wasted and all the toxins being used. It looks like a great photo in general. Let's see how her followers liked it. Boom. Oh wow, it's crazy how companies lie to consumers like that, all for money. Do you follow the news? Do you know about the Volvo emission scandal? They're anything but eco. Please know what you're getting paid to do. This isn't about being eco-friendly. This is about getting paid by Volvo to shield their cars and considering the Cayenne you drive. So hypocritical. This doesn't fit your image, so no wonder this backlash happened. So what happened? Influencer marketing seems to be working really well for everyone. It's really growing fast as well. There's been in 2015 about 190 different influencer agencies and platforms in the world, and by now it's nearly tripled. The spend is also massively increasing. By 2020, it's projected to be up to $15 billion annually. And there's a simple reason behind that, and that's return of investment. According to some research, it's said that influencer marketing can produce a 6.5 times return on investment. That means every dollar spent can earn you $6.5. So if everything's so nice and rosy, why doesn't it always work then? Why does it seem like these numbers are more rare? Well, the fault is not in the method. And that's because if you take a hammer and wield it backwards, it's also pretty difficult to bash in nails. But that doesn't mean a hammer is not a good tool for bashing in nails. Let's take another story. This is Ben Francis. He was a part-time pizza delivery boy, and at heart he was a young entrepreneur. He started off as selling number plates online and iPhone apps. So he had bigger dreams than that, and when he was 19, with the help of his grandma, who was proficient at sewing curtains, he started this little brand in his dorm bedroom called Gymshark. Gymshark was founded in 2012, and for the first 2 years, it only managed to generate about 250,000 in revenue. And Ben knew he had to take it to a bigger audience. So he thought about influencer marketing. He picked out two YouTube influencers, and the deal was really simple. They would exclusively wear Gymshark clothing in their videos, and Gymshark would reward them with more clothing. So why would established YouTubers who could ask for thousands for every video be up for such a deal? And it's simple. They just love the brand and they love the vision. Let's take a look at one of Nikki's posts, for example. Here she's coming back from a fitness expo in Dublin showing off a new set. It's a personal message with a little joke in there and also thanking her fans for visiting her at the expo. Let's see what the comments are like here. Boom, immediately one sale, ordered this set. And note there was not even a call to action in the previous post. What size are those leggings? I want to buy some. Another potential client. I love these leggings, I got them. Another client that already has them. It was so nice to meet you yesterday. Glad I got to chat with you at the stairs for longer than expected. I'm the small girl called Emily. I'm the one who said we're both short, and I talked about PewDiePie. Much love. So this here is an influencer that doesn't know that she's an influencer. That is the reason why those other comments were the way they were. They love Nikki, they know she wears Gymshark, and whenever she posts something about it, they're even looking forward to the new set. So let's break it down. How does it all work? Who is really an influencer? Sometimes it's said that you need to have like 1,000 followers and then you're an influencer, but is it really? Does it matter? Where is that influence? Like, think about yourself. When was the last time you gave advice to somebody and then they listened? Or the other way around, when was the last time you asked for advice and then listened? For example, maybe you wanted to buy a new phone or a new laptop and you asked your IT smart friend which model you should get, and then you actually followed that decision. At that point, you were influenced. So coming back to Emily, how many Emilys does your brand have? Do you have a strategy for engaging them? Do you know how to find them? Do you know how to generate them? This is the new generation of influencer marketing, what we call superfan marketing. And it's not really a new thing either. It's always been there, but that's just the magical difference between that return of investment and trust generated and when it's not. So let's look at some more superfan posts. Here is a campaign by Paulig in Promoty, and since she was already a big coffee fan, it was a great superfan match. Here's another campaign by Ride Mobility, and this girl was living far away from her workplace and needed to commute a lot and with public transport, and they both shared the same values of green and eco-friendly living. So another great superfan match. This campaign was about laser surgery, and she was wearing glasses for years and contacts and felt bad about it. So when this opportunity arose, another great superfan match. We also had our own superfan campaign, where we gave away only one of our purple hoodies, and all you had to do was share a story and describe why you like us. We got 74 stories and over 200 new signups, and one person even said we changed their life. So one hoodie, 74 stories, 200 new signups, and one life changed. So how to do all of this? Let's build a fire. And no, I didn't pivot this into a survival course. I think marketing and influencer marketing in general can be viewed as a bonfire. So how do you start a fire? You take some small twigs, maybe some dry tinder, and then you light it up. Once you get it burning, you start adding more wood. Once you get a good sized fire, you have to keep adding wood to the mix in order to keep it burning, keep adding fuel. As soon as you don't maintain your fire anymore, it starts to go out, and then soon you'll be left with coals. And in marketing, it's the same way, but the fire is your relevance in people's minds. And of course, that's also a reason why you can't start with macro influencers who never tried your product before. It would be like taking a big log and trying to light it with just a match. It just don't work. You should start with a small formula that works, then start growing it, and take the happy customers that already you have, and then recruit new happy customers that might be influencers. So there's no really a difference in the size of the audience. You just need to have that authentic connection. This is what we call always on strategy. Some people also call it the ambassador program. They're pretty much the same thing. And the point is that something's always happening. In social media, there's been some research that you need about 7 to 20 touch points to even get somebody to look further about your product. Yes, they may comment that, oh my God, I really love this, I need to buy it right now. But will they really? They checked it out. Maybe they have the intent, but if they don't hear from you anymore, they might forget about you. And even though they were already basically closed, they're not going to go through with the purchase because the fire went out and they don't know you anymore. Think about another thing. In the morning, how many alarm clocks do you have? 2, 3, 4. Most people need even 2 to 3 touch points in the morning to get started with their day. So they're not probably going to make a purchase decision on the first piece of information they see. And that's the point of always on, to keep that fire burning. Now I know what you're thinking, cool story, bro, but can we get some tips that we can actually use? Yes, here come 5 practical tips that you can use right now. First up, most importantly, you have to know who you are, and not you as a person, but you as a company. So if you don't know who you are and what you're selling and what your value proposition is, then your clients won't know it as well. Also, the influencers will have a really hard time explaining it to their following to understand why they should purchase your product and become your happy customer. So how to test this real quick? You can take 10 of your employees or all of them and ask them, what are we doing? Who are we? What are we selling? And then repeat the same thing with 10 to 20 clients. And if you get pretty much the same result, then you're ready to start your fire. If this is not matched up very well, it's like starting a fire with wet firewood. So first you need to get this thing in order, and then you can proceed. Next up is 15 out of 10 customer support. And what I mean by that is really over delivering and not just doing customer support, but making it a customer experience. And not just customer support, but also the client's whole journey as a customer. Because great customer experience is what takes a client and turns them into a super fan. It's basically your sawmill for producing grade A firewood. Now, once you have that firewood going, you need to also notice them. So the point of social media is to be social. So you definitely need somebody to monitor your channels, engage with people, chat with them. Because if you have these super fan moments, if you have some Emily's commenting in your feeds, then if you don't notice them, you're missing a great opportunity. So definitely always keep everything monitored. So what happens if a super fan engages? You find it, you see it, what do? Maybe it's a comment, maybe it's a post. These things have different weights. A post takes more effort to make, a video takes even more effort to make, a comment takes less effort to make. And you could have matching rewards for that. For example, if somebody comments something great about your brand, you could thank them and maybe give them a discount code. Or maybe if they make a post, you could send them some free products, maybe a free coffee, maybe a gift card. If they make some great content for you, it's good to reward that. But how to do it consistently it's quite difficult because you might have many social media people, so you need to have a strategy for it. One thing you can do is create a matrix. So on one side, you have different engagements that can happen. For example, a story repost, Instagram post, maybe a YouTube video, maybe a comment, and then you match it up with rewards that your staff is allowed to give them, who is engaging with them in social media. For example, a discount, some free products, and then they can use that and turn those super fans into word of mouth marketing and pumping up that fire. So that's a good strategy you can do. Here I can throw in a little bonus that fits into this influencer topic, like influencer fits into Instagram. So this book gives you a lot of good tips and tricks on how to build those word of mouth marketing tricks into your whole marketing experience. And I'll bring actually one example from them in the next chapter as well. So the most important in the end, when you have everything set up, it takes time to first of all set up the fire and then keeping it burning. Like I said, in the beginning, you need to reach a formula. It's no point to immediately pour gasoline in the fire because it might blow up in your face. Once you have the good formula that works, you can start growing it and growing it. But the bigger it gets, the harder it gets to maintain it as well. For example, there's this hotel chain called DoubleTree by Hilton that every time you check in, they serve a warm chocolate chip cookie too. And their motto and brand image is warm welcomes. So it matches really well with what they're doing, and they do it every time. They cook over 65,000 cookies a day, and it's their whole marketing budget. So think about it. The first time you go there, you get this chocolate chip cookie. You're like, wow, that's nice. Second time, you're thinking, maybe I'll get a cookie. And then you will. You'll be pleasantly surprised. You maybe tell your friends. That's the marketing that goes on there. Third time, you're already expecting a cookie. No cookie, then we got a problem. Where's the cookie? And that's why you need to be consistent with these kinds of rewards, because eventually if you start doing them, then you need to make sure that it works in the long run as well. And of course, you don't have to do it as intensely as DoubleTree is doing it every time. You can also do it more sparingly, but it's good to write down this strategy and this methodology on how to do it. So everyone that you have working in your social media know how they can approach it, and then there is a unified standard to it, so there's no weird anomalies. So you don't get that third cookie not being there effect. So it takes time, and Promoty's goal in the end is to help make that effort considerably less. So keep it burning, And remember, this philosophy can also be used in other types of marketing and in general, all kinds of marketing. Treat it as a fire that you need to nurture and keep burning. And especially in influencer marketing, because things go away fast in the feed, few seconds and they're gone. You got to keep it burning. This was a story about everyone being an influencer and how you can use that to take your brand to the next level. Thank you.